Salutations, my sophisticated soulful Sagittarius. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi, and we are going to do a see what pops up reading where we just see what pops up. Please do remember that the top 2 videos with the most likes will get a bonus reading, and whoever comes in first and gets the most likes will get the extended for free. So if this resonates, please do hit that like button. All right, let's hop into it. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had Knight of Cups in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, and the Moon upright. So basically what this is telling me is that you are saying goodbye to a Knight of Cups type energy. You are rejecting it. Knight of Cups being a come and go type emotional energy. Does the Knight of Cups ride in on his horse or fish in this case and offer, honest emotion, honest love? Yes. But also gets on the fish and rides out of town into the next city, right? That's just what Knight of Cup energy is. It is a come and go. So it looks like you were saying, you know what, I'm done with this come and go energy. When the Knight of Cups comes out in reverse, I can also talk about rejecting your own emotional instability or possibly grappling with some addiction issues. With the 5 of Swords in reverse, it's telling me that you're not interested in fighting with someone anymore. So if this Knight of Cups is somebody else, it's like, I'm done having to argue my position about something. And with the 4 of Wands in reverse, it seems like you are recognizing that the red string of fate does not necessarily tie you to this person any longer. The 4 of Wands represents a bond that cannot be broken. It's also my card of twin flame union. And so, these two people are bound by the red string of fate, which will always bring them together no matter what. Their souls are linked. And because it's coming out in reverse, it makes me feel like you're recognizing that person is not inherently linked to me. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it makes me feel like you don't want to give this another try. It's like I'm not interested in a new beginning. And with the 6 of Swords in reverse, I feel this energy of like, I'm not even interested in leaving the conversation to come back to it either. And then we have the Moon card, which I feel like you are releasing your emotions. You are going through an emotional release and mourning what has happened. And also understanding that there are things about this situation that you don't know, and sort of accepting the fact that there is a bit of mystery surrounding this situation. We had Cottony using Cotton Bed, which was telling me, fairy type has to do with soul contracts. So it feels like you are understanding different types of soulmates or soul contracts where it's like a cotton bed, something that is very comfortable and comforting, versus Lilligant using Leaf Slice, which is basically, people who slice your heart chakra. This definitely gives me Lilith vibes. So some of you may have been activating your Black Moon Lilith or something like that. All right, Sag, so quite an energy to come up. Like I said, we are just going to see what pops up and do a little bit of freestyle reading and go from there. So I hope all of you are well and enjoying this very, very long Taurus season. All right, let's see here. What's going on, Sag? Wow. Okay, clearly a lot. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups with the 4 of Wands in reverse and the Page of Cups. So this is telling me again, you're breaking this bond that has to do with whoever this Knight of Cups person is. And here they are again as the Page of Cups. So it seems like this person may have had substance issues. A Page of Cups is someone who's very emotionally sloppy, someone who's always getting involved in a third-party situation. So it seems like, either you're rejecting that person or you're recognizing perhaps that you were the third party involved. Let's see what else wants to come out. We have the 4 of Swords, the King of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Yeah, so you are being very protective of your energy at this time. Like, there's a lot going on, Sag, obviously. 6 cards want to bounce out. 4 of Swords, the foundation of your communication is being very, very protective right now. I feel like you're protecting yourself from this person. With the King of Swords, this is telling me that your own masculine energy is at its peak when it comes to the masculine. When it comes to the communication, which again is a very protective energy. The King of Swords is a very, he has that sword. He protects his pack. You know, he protects his own. He's also very truthful. He speaks his truth. His words can be very cutting, but you know that it's true. His word is law, and his word is law because he is impeccable with his word. So I definitely feel this aspect of really speaking your truth and being truthful about situations. And so much so that with the Seven of Swords, again, I feel like you're not trying to come back to the situation. When the Seven of Swords is upright, this is, you know, he's leaving, but he's leaving a sword behind, saying, hey, you know, don't worry, I'll be back sometime. It's kind of like leaving a little, you know, note of like, hey, you know, I'm going to leave, but I'll be back. And so with that in reverse, again, I do feel like you're walking away from a situation where you don't feel like you're going to be back. You are definitely being very protective of your energy. And the Seven of Swords for me is the abandonment wound card. So I feel like you are really trying to work hard through your abandonment wound, or that you're not willing to be the trigger for someone else's abandonment wound. All right, let's see what's the light energy here. Wow, that wanted to come out quite. We have drowsy using sinister suggestion. So, you know, sinister suggestion definitely, you know, gives a vibe of some things that you are thinking, right? This is in your third eye. That could be a bit sinister. You might be sort of, again, the King of Swords can be a little bit harsh. So there can be this kind of, again, this cold cutting energy. But the sinister aspect, again, can be a little bit more on the shadow end. Drowsy can definitely indicate that you are, you know, sleeping more often. Again, we do have this Page of Cups that is, you know, numbing himself in some sort of way. It says, puts enemies to sleep, then eats their dreams. Occasionally gets sick from eating only bad dreams. Yeah, so I feel like basically it feels like more this is stuff that you're going through in the present of rejecting the past. And I feel like you are recognizing that everything you were dreaming of your future really wasn't coming to fruition. You were only sort of eating these bad dreams. And so that's why you had to get that King of Swords sword out and cut whatever this was off. And you're realizing as you cut it off, again, this red string of fate is not bringing them back. So it definitely gives me a feeling of freedom. But a lot of it is really letting go. And with Drowsy here, which is, you know, the sleep Pokemon that eats dreams and things like that, there could be a lot going on in your astral space. Let's see what's going on in the shadow here. We have Stoutland using Odor Sleuth. Yeah, so there could be someone that is trying to contact you in the astral space or vice versa. Odor Sleuth gives me, you know, it's like you're literally picking up a scent and following it. So I feel like that also applies to the energy that you're trying to go towards of like something new. Like you're recognizing that there was a lot of sinister energy, you know, dreams weren't manifesting. And again, you're focused sort of on releasing it, knowing that, you know, basically you were just eating these bad dreams. And so with Stoutland, Odor Sleuth, again, I feel like there is someone who's trying to follow you in some way. Dog Spirit represents some aspect of loyalty. And even here we see, you know, Wolf Spirit everywhere here with all the swords there. And again, I feel like they're like astrally trying to follow you. But again, you're following your own path and sort of figuring out where that goes. It says, this extremely wise Pokemon excels at rescuing people stranded at sea or in the mountains. So you may be having dreams about rescuing a certain person. You also may have, like, I feel like you're kind of rescuing yourself in a way, actually. I feel like you finally have this wisdom, which of course is a very Sagittarian trait, where you're rescuing yourself from your own loyalty. Oof, Sag. All right, let's see. Where's this going? Okay, we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're at the point where you know if it's, you know, if you love it, let it go. If it's yours, it's meant to come back. That's the energy of the Three of Wands in this deck. She is releasing, knowing that if it truly is her bird, right? If they truly have a connection, it's going to come back. And as you see, look, she has that red string of fate on her own. So yeah, you're really releasing someone that you thought that you were attached to, with the Eight of Cups, because it just kept bringing like emotional unfulfillment. This was an emotional cycle that you went through over and over again where your cups were empty. They weren't filled with the water, you know, the emotions that you wanted to. And it seems like even your plate was empty. So this person likely left you high and dry in a lot of ways. So, and again, it's like the cup may have not been empty, but the cup may have been filled with literal like Piscean poison is what I'm getting. All right, let's see what's the light energy here. Okay. All right, so we have Drampa using hyper voice. So Drampa is dragon spirit, which can represent twin flame journey. It can also represent your north node and south node. So Drampa is like a dragon grandpa. So I feel like your ancestors are definitely around being like, hey, let this go. With hyper voice, you may even be connecting with them and hearing what they have to say. It says the Pokemon is friendly to people and loves children most of all. It comes from deep in the mountains to play with children it likes in town. So some of you may be working with children or spending time around kids and things like that, but I feel like it's more of your own, you know, like your own ancestors that are also spending time with you. Some of you may be, you know, starting to align with your soul's mission, your north node, which has a lot to do with children. Going right to Stoutland using Odor Sleuth, we have Trainer using Professor Kukui. So Trainer indicates somebody else's energy, right? And Professor Kukui represents like a professional who thinks that they have the answer, if that makes sense. So it is coming out to light and it's going right to Odor Sleuth. So there could be someone, again, a grandpa type or someone who's an older male who might be wanting to help you, either possibly with something that has to do with odor, but could also be, you know, kind of sniffing things out and perhaps having to do with this rescuing energy as well. Let's see what's the shadow here. Like, I'm hearing that you may have had ancestral intervention. All right, we have Honenge using Pierce in reverse. Yeah, you are being very protected by your ancestors so that nothing can pierce through this energy. This is steel type, which represents creating some sort of auric boundary around your energy that, you know, just an energetic boundary. So a pierce in reverse, that this energy is unable to pierce it. And as we see, it's literally a sword. It's like the Ace of Swords. So that even new communication that's trying to come in, if this person were trying to communicate with you or something, your ancestors are like, no, they're not allowing it. Again, this King of Swords energy that's coming through you seems to be an ancestral energy that is really helping you out right now. It says, apparently this Pokemon is born when a departed spirit inhabits a sword. It attaches itself to people and drinks their life force. Yeah, so again, I feel like this is, you know, it's talking about a departed spirit. So again, I feel like there is this ancestral energy of the King of Swords that's around you. And it's literally protecting you so that no one can drink your life force, which is exactly what this person did, because we see you were pretty much left with nothing here. Empty cups, empty plate. So that's really awesome that you are getting that type of protection. Let's see what Mother Moon would like to say here to head into the extended. So in the extended, we are just going to see really where this goes. I don't have any specific questions except maybe how to continue to stay protected. And it is available for Eagle and Phoenix members, so if you'd like to check that out on my subscriptions. Both subscriptions also give you access to my musings page, which is up-to-date astrological transits. Well, what do you know? Step out of your comfort zone, North Node in reverse. So it seems like some of you are a little bit in your South Node energy rather than your North Node, which I mentioned with that dragon type. You know, Rahu and Ketu are the North Node and South Node. So North Node energy is when your soul is expanding and experiencing new things. That's why you're stepping out of your comfort zone, because your soul is experiencing new energy. Whereas South Node energy is very comforting, but it lacks soul fulfillment, where the North Node is the deepest soul fulfillment that you can feel during this incarnation, because it's new experiences for the soul, and it also is the North Star that you follow in order to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. So it seems like some of you are having difficulty stepping out of your comfort zone and following your true north, your North Node, towards your soul's mission. So I feel like that is the energy that we are going to tap into. What is the blockage stopping you from accessing your North Node, and what can you do in order to get aligned with it? So if you'd like to follow me into the extended, the link is in the description box below. If we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love.